Welcome to Hunter Beyond Time and Space Chapter 1. A Person to Wait For. Autumn, 2022. The small, drizzling rain fell from the gray sky, lightly landing on the streets of the city. Despite it being autumn, pedestrians could still be seen without umbrellas, quickly passing by with their hands held above their heads. In the narrow military-civilian alley, there sat a young man of 17 or 18 years old opposite an old man, both sheltered under the eaves of a small convenience store. Outside the shelter, the world was gloomy and the ground was soaked into a dark shade by the rain. Only under the shelter was there a dry area left, like a piece of pure land left in the entire world. Before them was an old, worn wooden chessboard, with a red signboard reading, Fulai Supermarket, hanging over their heads. "General," the young man Ching-Chen said, standing up after finishing his move, leaving the old man with thinning hair sitting there. Without any expression, Ching-Chen calmly said, "There's no need to struggle anymore. I can still." The old man said unwillingly, "We've only played 13 moves." In his words, the old man felt somewhat embarrassed about losing his army so quickly after only 13 moves. Ching-Chen didn't explain anything. With the game already in checkmate, it was the last moment of desperation. The young man had a clean face and a clear gaze, sitting there in simple school clothes, as if he had purified the world around him by some degree. The old man threw the chess piece in his hand onto the board, resigning. Ching-Chen walked into the nearby shop counter as if he owned the place, took 20 yuan from the change basket under the counter, and put it into his pocket. The old man cursed as he watched Ching-Chen, "I lose 20 yuan to you every day. I just won 20 yuan from Lao Li and Lao Zhang this morning, and now I've lost it all to you. I wouldn't have to resort to winning money from you if they still wanted to play chess with me. You need face, and I need money, it's fair and reasonable," Ching-Chen replied calmly as he sat back at the chessboard to replay the game. "But you've already got me figured out, right?" the old man grumbled. "The fortune teller said I could live to 78, and I'm only 50 now. If I lose 20 yuan to you every day, how much will I lose in the end? But I also taught you how to play chess to win back your face," Ching-Chen replied calmly. "In this way, you won't lose out." "But you've been teaching me useless things these past few days," the old man grumbled. "Don't say that about yourself," Ching-Chen said, looking at him. "What?" the old man asked. The old man gruffly rearranged the chessboard and then hastily said, "All right, let's replay." At that moment, Ching-Chen suddenly lowered his head. The time that had just passed seemed to be replayed in his mind like a movie. The incoming cannon, the brave soldiers of Chu and Han, all reverberated in his mind. And more. Uncle walking by as they played chess, holding 4 freshly baked cakes, and the steam from the hot cakes created a layer of white fog inside the transparent plastic bag. A little girl in a white dress walked by with an umbrella, and there were 2 beautiful butterflies on the surface of her small leather shoes. The rain continued to fall from the sky and it was crystal clear in the alleyway. At the end of the alleyway, the number 103 bus flashed by the narrow alleyway, and a woman in a beige coat ran towards the bus stop with an umbrella. The sounds of footsteps and the sound of water flowing into the sewer at the side of the road mixed with the noise of the world, making everything seem especially quiet. Ching-Chen had not forgotten any of this, although it was difficult to recall. But just because it was difficult didn't mean it was impossible. This strange memory was a talent that Ching-Chen was born with, like he could extract a saved file from the river of time and read the images from the magnetic stripe of that file. Ching-Chen suppressed the dizziness in his brain and picked up a chess piece on the board. The old man stopped talking, staring intently at the board. Replaying the game after each match was a stipulation of their gambling. Ching-Chen was responsible for teaching chess, and the old man learned chess after losing money. This scene was somewhat strange. Qing Chen didn't show the humility and shyness that a young man should have when facing an elder. Instead, he was like a teacher. The old man didn't think it was strange, though. Red cannon goes to 2 to 5, black cannon goes to 8 to 5, red horse goes to 2 to 3, black horse goes to 8 to 7, red chariot goes to 1 to 1, black chariot goes to 9 to 8. Qing Chen moved the chess pieces step by step. The old man's eyes did not blink once. At first, the moves were all normal, but by the sixth move, he couldn't figure out how he had fallen into a passive position after capturing the opponent's horse. The essence of the 13th move of sacrificing the horse lies in the 6th move of entering the chariot and sacrificing the horse, which tears open the defense, Qing Chen said quietly. I saw you playing with the old man in Wangqing Park the day before yesterday. He likes to use the run openings. You can use this move to defeat him. The old man fell into deep thought, then asked in a low voice, can I really beat him? If you learn the 13th move of sacrificing the horse that I teach you within a week, you can get your face back, Qing Chen said. After all, he's not that good at chess either. A look of joy appeared on the old man's face. But then he suddenly asked, if I can beat him in a week, how long will it take me to beat you? Under the shelter, Qing Chen thought carefully, the fortune teller said you could live to be 78, it's too late for that now. The old man's face froze. If you keep talking like that, I might live to be 79, hey, aren't you supposed to be in the evening self-study now? Why did you finish school so early today? He knew Qing Chen was a second-year high school student. Today was Tuesday, and number 13 high school, 2 streets away, should be an evening self-study at this time. Qing Chen thought for a moment and replied, I'm waiting for someone. Waiting for someone? The old man asked, puzzled. Qing Chen stood up and looked at the rain outside the shelter, his gaze drifting in the rain. Qing Chen, you're so good at chess, why don't you participate in a chess competition? The old man asked suddenly. You said you needed money, and winning a championship could get you money. I just memorized many chess games in my mind, that doesn't mean I'm good at chess, Qing Chen replied calmly. Memory doesn't represent analytical ability. I can handle playing with you, but when I face a master, I get nervous. My path is not here, chess is only temporary. All of them are memorized in your mind. The old man sighed. I used to think that having a photographic memory was something that people just made up. The rain slowly stopped. At that moment, the old man suddenly noticed that Qing Chen had hesitated. Following the young man's gaze, he saw a couple holding a little boy walking towards them. The middle-aged woman wore an exquisite coat and carried a cake box with a beautiful purple ribbon tied to it. The joyous expressions on the 3 people couldn't be hidden by the gray world. Qing Chen turned and left, leaving the old man sitting under the shelter at the door of Fulai supermarket, sighing softly. The middle-aged woman, Zhang Wanfang, walked quickly to the door of the Fulai supermarket and looked at the old man. Zhang Lao, why is Qing Chen here to play chess with you again? Both knew each other. The old man, Zhang Lao, was not so polite in his tone, he's your son, why are you asking me? He's out of living expenses, and he can only earn some money to eat by playing chess. Zhang Wanfang was stunned for a moment, but he's so good at chess, why doesn't he participate in a chess competition? You said he needed money, and he could get it by winning a championship. Qing Chen's gift was not his memory, but his ability to see beyond the chessboard. He could see the lives that were intertwined with the chessboard, and he could see the fate of those people. But he couldn't see his own fate. However, he knew that his life was limited. His life was like a countdown, ticking away every second.